Question for you. Which do you prefer? Niche fragrances, designer fragrances, or both? Leave it in the comment section below. I would love to know. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I am Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated and welcome back. If you follow me on Instagram or if you follow me on the community page tab here on YouTube, you know that I put out a poll asking you guys, which is your preference? Niche, designer, or both? And most of you, I was so excited to hear this, are just like me. You like niche and designer, you like both. So that's really good to know because it helps me with creating content for the channel. I always tell you guys I want to provide things that you want to see, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I like it as well so I can give you my honest and truth opinion about the fragrances. So on today's video, I have partnered up with Royalty Scents. They are a monthly subscription service that delivers fragrance to your door every single month. This is a scent subscription service. Many of you have probably heard of them before, but this particular one has niche and designer. That's why I was so excited that you guys were like both, because this is a way to try some of those amazing niche fragrances at way less of a price. You guys, when they reached out to me and sent over some of the fragrances that they had and that they were able to get for their niche, oh my gosh, you guys, I have my note over here because I did not want to leave anything out. They have over 300 fragrances to pick from. And I'm not talking about niche brands that you never heard of before, because a lot of niche brands, I'm like, I've never even heard of this before. Listen to some of the niche brands they have. You guys, they have Creed, which we're going to be talking about today. Creed Aventus for her. They have Creed, they have Amouage, they have Bond Line, they have Kilian, they have Louis Vuitton, they have Gucci, they have Depty, they have Guerlain, they have Byredo. They have it all. You name it, they have it. Especially some of my favorites, you guys. They have Tom Ford. Hello, Tom Ford. So I was super excited. And they also have designer as well. Tons of designer fragrances. I'm going to leave all of the information in the description box below so that you can check it out for yourself. See if it's something that you want to try. It is a great way to try fragrances before you buy them. I'll show you the box that they sent me and you could decide from there. But I did pick two fragrances that you guys asked about. Some of you were asking me about Balenciaga Floral Botanica. I hope I'm saying that right, and if I'm not, forgive me. And then a lot of you were asking me about Creed Aventus for her. So I have both of those fragrances today. I did my wear test. I've been wearing them ever since I received them in the mail, and I'm gonna let you know my opinion, what I feel about them, and all the rest. So if you want to see what that is, just continue to watch. As I mentioned about the subscription service, you can look in the description box for all the information, but I will tell you up front that this is a month to month, and you can cancel at any time. So you don't have to feel like sometime you get a monthly subscription service like BoxyCharms, FitFab Box. It's just like one of those. But this one, you know, this is like the second one that I've ever had, and I love it because you do not have to be committed to them forever. You can cancel at any time. Like, I'm done with you, I don't want to receive it anymore. You can get 2 boxes, you can get 1 box, and it is for men and it is for women. So you know, it's unisex. Both of you can use it. You can order one for you, one for your guy. You can get 1 shipment a month, or you can get 2 a month. It's up to you. I'm getting 2 a month. Let's talk about the fragrances that I received. So the 2 that I got today, like I said, that I'm going to be talking to you about, and it's so funny because I'm wearing one of them on this arm, and then I'm wearing another one on this arm. Oh my gosh, I don't know, they're totally different. Okay, I told you what we're talking about today. Balenciaga Floral Botanica, and then the other one, Creed Aventus for her. You know, I've got my notes with me. It comes in the nice little Royalty Scent box. You'll get your subscription like this, and it does have the emblem there, and I love it because it does tell you guys what the name of the fragrance is. So it says it right here, Creed Aventus for her. Comes out in a nice little atomizer just like this. This here is what it looks like. It comes out my favorite colors. I thought I'd wear these colors to represent today. Black and gold, my favorite colors in the winter, in the fall, you know, in the summer, and in the spring is white and gold. Gold's always in there, but I love the little atomizer that it comes in. Sure, you've probably have seen these before. It comes out just like this. With this, you can get, now you know I'm a heavy sprayer, but with this you are supposed to be able to get 120 to 140 sprays out of it. It should be able to last you a whole month. 4 to 5 sprays. I've probably been spraying 6 in about a week, and it's not that bad. So if perhaps it will work. These are easy to take in your handbag, easy to take when you travel. I mean, they're easy to put in your car, just take with you. But look, at every single time you get a new fragrance, you will get a new vial. So this will come, a little atomizer will come every single time. You don't have to get the new one and then put it in there. Every single time you get your fragrance to the door, you will receive a new atomizer with it. Okay, so back to Creed Aventus. So Creed Aventus, I have already sprayed my sheet, my paper, and I've already sprayed my skin. And how do I say this? Okay, let me give you some of the notes. Came out in 2016, wrote that one down. That's how I had that there. Patchouli, bergamot, peach, sandalwood, amber, green apple, musk, pink pepper. You know, it's a fruity, citrus, woody type of fragrance. A little bit of pink pepper. It's soft. It's appropriate for spring and summer. That's why I ordered it. You guys wanted to know about it. I wanted to know more about it and wanted to do a wear test on it. It had been on my list for some time. Okay, I'm going to say this. It's good, but I'm not wowed. You know what I mean? The longevity is there, but not really. Maybe 6 to 7 hours, and then it gets really close and meshes into the skin. It kind of dries down just as it did when you sprayed it. I just wasn't wowed by it. I mean, it's a good fragrance. Don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. It's a good fragrance. It's nice, but I believe for a 75 ml, it's going for $405. I would never buy this for $405. And I believe, let me see, I made myself some notes. For a 30 ml, it's $270. This is at Neiman Marcus. I was pricing the fragrances out to see how much they are. And I just said for this, it just didn't wow me enough. It's good, but it didn't move me. I didn't, you know, when I smell something and it takes me somewhere, I tell you the woman that I see, the man that I see, where it took me to, everything about it. And I'm just not getting that from this. It is a nice scent. It is a pretty scent. The longevity is there. I'm not going to say it's beast mode. It's not killer mode. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, just so able to smell it. When I put it on at 1 p.m. by 10:30, I was getting ready to head up for bed, and I smelled my arm, and I had to do one of these. You know what I mean? To really smell it. Now, like I said, I did about 4 or 5 sprays. That was it. I didn't go in just killing it, but I did spray it. Normally, if I'm comparing it to something like a Baccarat Rouge 540, that's a lot of sprays. You know what I mean? Compared to me only having to spray that one 1 or 2 times and still be able to smell it very prominent on the skin whenever it decides to show up. But still, when it does show up, it shows out. This, not for not for $405, not for $270, not for me. I am so happy that I was able to try this out before I had to go out and buy a full bottle. I always tell you guys, whether you try it through Royalty Scents or whether you ask, you know, in a department store or in a boutique, can I have a sample? I always recommend, you know, that has been something that I've said from the time I started my channel. Get yourself a sample before you actually buy the fragrance. Not only do I want you to spray it on a card, I want you to spray it on your skin and actually wear it. This is an amazing, great fragrance. Would I purchase it for $405? Absolutely not. Would I purchase a smaller one for $2 something? Absolutely not. Do I find it to be beautiful? Yes. Would it be appropriate for spring and summer? Yes. Is it giving me, you know, palpitations in my heart? No. Is it making my heart sing? No. Is it giving me butterflies? No. Is it something that I would write home about? No. But I was so curious because all of the hype behind it, and you know I don't like to be out of a movement. She loves to be a part of a good movement. This is a movement that I can pass on though. I move on. Let's go over here to this one. Now this one I had heard so much about. You guys, you know I have a quick story time, okay? 2.5 seconds. I promise you I'm gonna make it quick. It was New Year's Eve night. My guy and I stayed at the Dream Hotel. Got up the next morning and went up to the rooftop to have breakfast, right? You know how we do. Anyhow, you know, the night before, then the night after, blah, blah, blah. I date my husband. You know, we date. So anyhow, so we got up the next morning from the hotel, went up to the rooftop to have breakfast. We're sitting down having like brunch, but basically at this point it's brunch. And so a woman walks in. Gorgeous, I might add, okay? And whenever I see a pretty woman, I would do it for guys, but I don't know, I don't want them to think that I'm trying to, you know. But I do it for women all the time. I love giving women compliments. So she walked in, she had the glasses on, she had a big hat, she looked really fit and strong, and, you know, she had like gym attire on, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? So she sat down, but when she walked past me, I got a whiff of her fragrance, and they were in the middle of getting ready to order. I wanted to walk right over to the table and ask her, girl, what are you wearing? But I was like, okay, Cheraye, this lady is trying to get her life, okay? Leave her alone. I couldn't. I smelt it and I kept smelling it. I walked over to her table and I said, I am so sorry. I do not mean to bother you. I said, but I just want to know, what fragrance are you wearing? And she said, Balenciaga. And at that time, I was just like, to be honest with you, I was like, what? So, because I wasn't checking for Balenciaga. I had never heard of it. So I was just, the brand, yes. Okay, the fragrance, no. All right, so anyhow, I'm there and I'm like, I don't know. And she goes, you know what? I don't know the name of it, but it's the blue one. And it has the stripes and blah, blah, blah. She described it, whatever. And I was like, okay. So since then, I had it on my radar, but, you know, I never found it. Then some of you were asking, hey, have you ever smelled this, blah, blah, blah. Brings me to today. They reached out, what fragrances do you want to try? Absolutely. Send over Balenciaga Flower Botanica. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This right here was a whole nother thing. smelling it, and I'm not going to tell you what I thought of. Okay, you know I have to spray it because this is Creed. Okay, yeah, this is, oh my God, but this is sweet. So here's that. Spray my cardigan. When you first smell it, it's good. It is good. It's so appropriate for spring. And I would say summer too, because it's so green. Let me give you some of the notes. It came out in 2012, a fact. Okay, anyways, it has wild mint, Turkish rose, hemp leaves, vetiver roots, white amber. It's, like I said, anytime, anywhere, very green. You can wear this anywhere. You can wear this day, night. I don't think it's sexy like a date night type of scent. You could definitely wear it on a first date. If you were like, I don't know how much, you know, I don't know how close I want to get with you. Like, we could go out, but I don't really know, you know, if it's going to go there. And I don't know if I want to be with you like that. But, you know, I can entertain the thought. This is one of those entertain the thought type of fragrances if you're going to wear it with a guy. That's what this fragrance gives me. It is nice if you were going to wear it on a Saturday, shopping down at the, you know, department stores or at the mall or outdoor malls when the flowers are blossoming and blooming and everything like that. Perfect for that. It's a girls' brunch. We're all getting together. We're going to go out. You're going to greet somebody and give them the double kiss. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. Great. It's great for that. But there's a floral rosiness to it, but more green I get than anything. I do find it to be nice. Do I find it buy-worthy though? I would buy a roller ball. You know what I mean? Like, or this, or I'm so happy I have this. You know what I mean? If I didn't have this and I had a sample and just smelt it, I wouldn't rush to put it in my collection. It doesn't do that for me, but it is good. I do think it's worth a whiff. Same with Creed Aventus for her. I do think they are both worth a whiff. Are they worth me to go out and buy? No. So I'm super happy that I was able to try it before I bought it. And for me, I'm sufficient with this. Thank you, Royalty Scent. I do not need to get a full bottle. I will keep this so when it runs out, I don't think I need to replace it. What was my wear test on this? It was moderate. It wasn't very long lasting. When I say very long lasting, I'm talking 10 to 12 hours and you just going like this and you're still able to get a whiff. That's a very lasting fragrance for me, in my opinion. Now, when I say moderate, I'm talking maybe 5 to 6, 6 to 7, pushing it, and you're smelling it very faintly. That's a moderate fragrance, and that's what this did for me. Balenciaga Floral Botanica was a moderate fragrance. They are both worth a whiff. I think that they both smell amazing, but when I want to buy something and have my money come out of my pocket and leave my hand, I want to be wowed. I want to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to wear it. I told you, I am a fragrance lover. I am not a fragrance collector. I bring my fragrances home. I can't wait to put them on. When I spray a fragrance, I want to know, oh my goodness, where would I wear this to? Oh my God, the next time we go out, I'm wearing this. Oh, I'm pairing this jeans with this blouse, this blazer, and I'm rocking this. I'm rocking this. That's how I am when I buy a bag. If you don't do that for me, there's a lot of things that are pretty. There's a lot of fragrances that smell good, but I don't want them all. They may smell nice, but I don't need to bring them home and add them to my collection. When I bring them home and add them to my collection, it's because I love them. So you guys, we will be having this on the channel every single month that I receive my royalty scent box. I will definitely be sharing it with you all, letting you know what fragrances that I received for the month and my opinion on them. Like I said, a lot of times you recommend fragrances for me to try. This is a great way for me to try all of these fragrances before I buy them. Like I said, I mentioned in the beginning, I'm going to leave every single bit of this information in the description box below. If you have any questions, leave your questions in the comment section below, or you can always DM me on Instagram. I'm over there all the time and I love hanging out and chatting with you guys. A lot of you guys come over and say hi and we talk about fragrance. So thank you so much. I really enjoy that. You guys, thank you again for taking the time to watch my video. Royalty Scent, thank you so much for sending over these amazing fragrances. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.